Welcome to the Instagram Stories. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. On Mondays, we do something I invented called Mosseri Monday, which is where we consider what head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, shared on his Ask Me Anything story on Friday. One of the things that I think is really fun about the Ask Me Anything he does is that if you listen to this show regularly, you're familiar with every single topic he talks about, and chances are, before I even play his answer to the question, you already know what the answer is going to be, and you understand the reason why. To me, that's the most fun part of it. All right, let's get into the questions. The first question has to do with Instagram for teens or preteens, which is something I reported on last week. Instagram is really trying to make a safe environment for people under the age of 13 to be able to have an Instagram experience. There's pluses and negatives to that for a variety of reasons, which I covered last week on the show. But one of the things I think is most important to understand is that Instagram wants to keep adding users to its service. And if you already have the vast majority of the population between a certain age group, you really need to change the age demographic to start adding more people. The question that Adam answered, why not make Instagram safer for teens before you build Instagram for tweens, which is a great question and exactly what I would ask. Here's the answer.
Both, because they're both important. But given that it is challenging to verify age for people who don't have IDs, we believe that the most responsible thing to do is to create a version of Instagram for young people where parents have transparency and control. So we're exploring that.
I would argue, in fact, that this is not the most responsible thing to do at all. If you have not seen the documentary The Social Dilemma on Netflix, I highly recommend watching it. At the end, they interview some of the people who work on a variety of social media apps, and all of them, every single one of them, said they would not allow their children on social media by any possible means. All right, let's go on to the next question. What is the latest with hiding likes? If you remember, hiding likes has been something we've been talking about for a really long time, and I've been highlighting that I anticipate Instagram will have an option where you can turn off likes for your own posts, so people can't tell how many likes you got on each thing you posted, but you will also have the ability to turn off like counts on individual posts, as well as the ability to turn off likes for people that you follow, so that this way you can't get jealous by seeing somebody else that you might compare yourself to and how many likes they got on their post. You'll just enjoy the experience. I think this is a great idea. Here's Adam's answer.
This idea seems to be the idea of making like counts private. We're exploring ways to bring the experience to those who are into it and not to those who aren't. So you'll see more from us in the coming weeks.
I will definitely be keeping you posted as that develops because I think that's going to be a really fundamental shift to how Instagram works. And the last question, do you count Clubhouse a threat to Instagram? Here's the answer.
Clubhouse is definitely competition for Instagram. They're focused on creators. They're creating a social experience. They're looking to inspire people. It's exciting. It's great to see more competition. We're more visually oriented. Obviously, they're audio, but they're absolutely competition and to be taken seriously.
There's a lot I could say about this answer because 2.5 months ago, I thought Clubhouse was the best thing being in the middle of a pandemic and needing some kind of contact that did not require video. However, fast forward a little bit and I am so over Clubhouse I can't even begin to tell you. It's not that I don't find the app interesting and compelling, it's just that it's so crowded and so hard to find rooms where there aren't very many people on stage that I can jump up and talk. Frankly, I think that Clubhouse has peaked, and what we'll see going forward is every single other platform adding some form of audio room, like Twitter having spaces, the way that every single platform has stories. Having said that, though, I haven't given out any Clubhouse invitations in a while. If you want one, send me a DM with your phone number and I'll hook you up. That's it for today's show. Come back tomorrow for more Instagram news, strategy, and more.